Hello and welcome to my channel Greenline Goddess Tarot. This is your weekend reading for the 6th and 7th of May. So post eclipse, let's see what's coming in. Post full moon, post lunar eclipse. We had a bit of a interesting, intense energy for the eclipse reading. So let's see, we have the Five of Cups as the first energy that comes in. So these can be emotions from the past, old energies coming up, ready to be, it's almost like a mourning of the past, the Five of Cups. The words I was given, it's time to say goodbye. Okay, time to say goodbye to the past. Wow, the sun is starting to shine here. There's potential breakthroughs into success, into happiness, into validation, into overcoming limited forms of thinking. I really feel like, wow, okay, the Four of Wands and the King of Swords, it's all coming out, and the Hermit energy. Wow, okay. So the Hermit, the wise old sage, has come out right next to the Five of Cups. My goodness, wow. I mean, I feel like this eclipse energy, the full moon, was going to be very, very emotional, or some deep emotions, or things that normally we kind of like to keep below the way below the surface. Maybe we don't want to acknowledge it ourselves or even let other people see these feelings. They might have come up, but it has this sense of this Five of Cups of letting go of an older emotional energy of the past. And, you know, I really get this feeling with it that there's this acknowledgement that it's time to say goodbye to this old karma, this old energy, or, you know, whatever that is. So it's really important, this acknowledgement, this kind of like, okay, I've released this, I'm letting this go. They keep saying it's really, really important. Next to the Hermit, which is having a deep think, listening to the messages of your body, connecting to your wisdom. This is old energy. The Hermit is an old energy. You can see the grandfather energy. So it's an old emotional energy next to the Five of Cups that you're mourning and letting go of here. So yeah, very much could be connected to past life, even ancestral energy through grandparents and things like that. You know, this is potentially, you know, things get passed down through families that are themes and emotional things. And I feel like it's time. There's a reset. It's time to let that go. And then you're stepping straight into the Six of Wands, which is success, validation. And right next to the Sun card, which is breakthroughs, happiness, clarity that's coming in. Right next to the Eight of Swords, which is somebody with their blindfolds on that is feeling really restricted and can't see and haven't been able to see or work out what it is that they truly want. And with the Four of Wands, this is saying, what are the foundations moving forward that I want? Stepping into the future with the King of Swords, the Aquarius energy, moving forward, making plans, taking action on some of these new thoughts that are breaking through the restricted or limited forms of thinking here with this Eight of Swords. So it's kind of saying there is now an opportunity to reassess the foundations of what it is that you want in this in your life at this moment in time, and to break free of some very old, limited belief systems that have been holding you back. And there's this kind of deep sense of recognition of self that's coming through with this Six of Wands, of validation of self that's coming through, and potentially this energy releasing of this old energy is heading you towards success in some way, shape or form. And so it's like, okay, have a big think about what it is that you really, really want here. So that's what the Hermit is doing. The Hermit is on top of the mountain looking down, going, what is the path ahead? And it does feel like part of the path ahead is there's been a release of inner child energy as well that comes through with this. The inner child feels like it's been freed of an old, like these old energies. It feels like it's like this little child on the horse in the Sun card has broken through the wall, the insurmountable wall that has been there, that's been a block, perhaps a huge block that's been around. And it's like your inner child is feeling a lot happier and free. So follow the bliss, follow the playfulness, follow that creativity, or whatever it is, that the clarity of the messages that you're getting from inner child. But it really has this sense of inner child feels freed. And it's lovely because we have the Hermit, which is such an old energy, and then the young, like a grandfather energy. Then we have the inner child of the Sun, and it's like these different parts of you are kind of all speaking to each other and coming together, which is really nice. So it's the old wise part of you, but then there's the young, innocent part that wants to kind of feel revitalized and feel the joy again with something. So it really is interesting with the Four of Wands. We've got the 1111 there, you can see with the Four of Wands, and it is about soulmate energies, soul connections. 1111 a portal, so it's got very much like very guided by your soul energy here. But yeah, particularly like the Four of Wands, often for me it represents your home, what it is you're looking for in terms of your home or where you're living or where you are on this planet, your roots, your ancestry. It could be a lot to do with that those sort of themes that are coming through. And the King of Swords is the decision maker. Yeah, it is this Aquarius energy of stepping into the future, future plans, future visions, future decisions that need to be made. But the King of Swords just can equally as, it's very emotionally detached. It's like, I'm not putting all the emotions into this decision here moving forward. That's something I'm processing and I'm letting go of, and I'm mourning that kind of energy. But this is very rational energy. This is something that your mind is consciously become very, very aware of, and consciously, emotionally detaching from something and being able to move forward with this clarity of vision that can come through with the King of Swords. But they're showing me that this sword that the king is wielding is super potent and powerful. It's almost like the sword of Archangel Michael in a way, maybe not quite at that level, but it has this they're kind of almost imbuing it with superpowers, this sword, more than usual. And it's the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. It's also the sword that can cut ties. So it's interesting. It's I feel like this sword wants to help this Eight of Swords, whether this is a limited belief within yourself or a limited belief of somebody else's opinions of you. It's like, I want to break that free. I want to cut those ties here of things that have been limiting me in some way, shape or form. So, you know, the garland, they're bringing me to the sense of the garland with the Four of Wands, that there is opportunities here for abundance to step into and towards abundance. But these are about the choices and the decisions that you're making here with that King of Swords energy. So make them be wise ones with the Hermit energy. So that is, you know, I really feels like this is the kind of positive breakthrough that we can get on the other side of it, which is really nice, and a sense of things potentially might be drawn or towards new things, or feeling kind of fresh or inspired, or just feel like a release of energy, like something. You know, the Scorpio energy is the phoenix, so it feels like we've gone through birth, death, and then this is like the new life, like the phoenix has risen again. So something's ready to kind of be burst into a revitalized energy, which is lovely. So lots happening in this one, I have to say, but it's nice. I'm liking this energy. It's really, really nice. So that is the reading for the weekend. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks so much for joining me, and please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. Love to hear how this energy has been affecting you. And if you're interested in the beautiful Patreon community that we're building and growing at this moment in time, the link for that is in the description box below.